Success is not something that happens to you, it's something you make happen. It's something you build with your own two hands, with your sweat, with your dedication, with your relentless refusal to quit. Every time someone doubts you, every time someone tells you that you can't, you have two choices. Let it destroy you or let it fuel you. Take it personally, take it as a challenge. Take it as motivation to become unstoppable. The greatest people in the world didn't get there because things were easy. They got there because they took every failure, every rejection, every doubt, and they turned it into power. There will always be people who don't believe in you. There will always be obstacles in your way. There will always be setbacks, hardships, and struggles. But those things are not meant to stop you. They are meant to shape you, to make you stronger, to test whether you really want it. If success were easy, everyone would have it. But it's not easy. It's hard. It requires sacrifice. It requires pain. It requires waking up early, working late, pushing through exhaustion, ignoring the critics, and silencing the doubts. The only way you win is by refusing to stop. There are going to be moments where you feel like quitting, moments where the weight of the world is pressing down on you, moments where you start to question if you have what it takes. In those moments, you must remember why you started. You must remember that the pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. If you quit, you will always wonder what could have been. But if you keep going, if you push through, if you take every no as a reason to work harder, one day you will look back and realize that every struggle was worth it. People will tell you that you're not good enough, that your dreams are too big, that you should be more realistic. But realistic people don't change the world. Realistic people don't push boundaries. Realistic people settle for average. If you want to be great, you have to be willing to do what others won't. You have to be willing to believe in yourself when no one else does. You have to be willing to take every insult, every rejection, every failure, and turn it into fuel. You have to take it personally. There is no such thing as an overnight success. Every champion has scars. Every success story is built on years of effort that no one sees. People only see the victory, but they don't see the struggle. They don't see the late nights, the early mornings, the sacrifices, the failures, the doubts, the pain. They don't see the moments when you wanted to quit but didn't. But those are the moments that make the difference. Those are the moments that separate winners from losers. Because the truth is, most people give up. Most people don't have the patience, the discipline, the resilience to keep going when things get hard. But you are not most people. You are different. You are built for more. You are capable of more. The world owes you nothing. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you success. If you want it, you have to take it. If you want it, you have to work for it. If you want it, you have to be willing to suffer for it. Because the truth is, anything worth having requires sacrifice. It requires effort. It requires an unshakable mindset that refuses to accept defeat. The people who achieve greatness are not the ones who had it easy. They are the ones who took every hardship as a test, who took every failure as a lesson, who took every insult as a reason to push harder. You have the power to become anything you want. You have the ability to achieve greatness, but the only way you get there is by showing up every single day, no matter how you feel, no matter how hard it gets. The only way you get there is by refusing to accept mediocrity, by refusing to settle, by refusing to let anyone tell you what you can and can't do. The only way you get there is by taking it personally. There is greatness inside of you. There is strength inside of you that you haven't even tapped into yet. There is potential inside of you that is waiting to be unleashed. But it won't happen on its own. It won't happen by accident. It will only happen if you make the decision right now that you will never quit, that you will never stop pushing, that you will never let anyone else define what you are capable of. The greatest revenge is success. The greatest way to silence the doubters is to prove them wrong. The greatest way to overcome failure is to keep going. You are not defined by your past. You are not defined by your mistakes. You are not defined by what other people think of you. You are defined by your actions. You are defined by your resilience. You are defined by your ability to take every hardship and turn it into strength. No one said it would be easy, but you don't want easy. Easy doesn't make you stronger. Easy doesn't make you better. Easy doesn't make you great. The struggle is what makes you powerful. The pain is what builds you. The setbacks are what teach you. Every time you fall, you have a choice. Stay down or get back up. Winners always get back up. Winners always keep fighting. Winners always take it personally. So, don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't make excuses. The time is now. The opportunity is now. The only thing standing between you and everything you've ever wanted is your willingness to work for it, your willingness to push through the pain, your willingness to take every obstacle as a challenge, your willingness to take it personally and turn it into power. The world doesn't belong to the weak. It doesn't belong to the complainers. It doesn't belong to the people who wait for things to happen. It belongs to the relentless. It belongs to the fighters. It belongs to those who refuse to quit. It belongs to those who take every doubt as motivation. It belongs to those who take it personally. So, be relentless, be unstoppable, be the person who refuses to quit. Be the person who outworks everyone. Be the person who takes every failure and turns it into a lesson. Be the person who proves the doubters wrong. Be the person who takes it personally and uses it to become unstoppable. Because at the end of the day, success is not about talent. It's not about luck. It's about willpower. It's about determination. It's about the fire inside of you that refuses to be put out. It's about taking every challenge and turning it into an opportunity. It's about taking every setback and using it as fuel. It's about taking every doubt and proving yourself right. You have what it takes. You have everything you need inside of you. But the question is, are you willing to fight for it? Are you willing to push through the pain? Are you willing to take it personally and turn it into power? If the answer is yes, then nothing can stop you. If the answer is yes, then you are already on your way. If the answer is yes, then the world better watch out, because you are coming for everything they said you couldn't have, and you are going to take it. Taking things personally can be one of the greatest motivators in life. When someone doubts you, when someone tells you that you can't do something, when the world seems to conspire against you, you have two choices. Let it break you or let it fuel you. Choose to take it personally. Choose to let it light a fire inside of you so strong that nothing can extinguish it. Every great success story is built on a foundation of rejection, failure, and being underestimated. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is the ability to take adversity and turn it into motivation. There will be people who say you're not good enough. There will be moments when you feel like the world is against you. There will be times when you question yourself, when doubt creeps in, when you wonder if you have what it takes. In those moments, you must remember why you started. You must remember that every challenge, every setback, every obstacle is an opportunity. The people who achieve greatness are the ones who refuse to quit, who refuse to listen to the negativity, who refuse to let anyone define their worth. They take it personally. They take every no as fuel, every rejection as a reason to push harder, every failure as a lesson. If you want something, you have to be willing to fight for it. You have to be willing to outwork everyone. You have to be willing to push past your limits. The world doesn't hand out success. It demands effort, dedication, and an unbreakable will. You have to be willing to take the long road, to endure the struggle, to embrace the grind. Nothing worthwhile comes easy, and if you want to be great, you have to be willing to do what others won't. You have to be willing to work when others sleep, to push when others give up, to believe when others doubt. There will be moments when you want to quit, when the pain feels unbearable, when the road ahead seems too long, when you wonder if it's all worth it. But in those moments, you must remember that the pain of regret is far worse than the pain of discipline. You must remember that every great achievement was once just a dream in someone's mind, and the only difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't is the willingness to persist, the willingness to keep going when everything in you wants to stop, the willingness to take every challenge as a personal test of your strength, your resilience, your determination. You are stronger than you think. You are capable of more than you realize. Every day is an opportunity to prove yourself, to push yourself, to get better. The only limits that exist are the ones you accept. The world will try to put you in a box, to define you, to tell you what you can and can't do. But the only opinion that matters is your own. If you believe in yourself, if you refuse to accept limits, if you take every setback as a challenge, there is nothing you cannot achieve. Success is not about luck. It's not about talent. It's about relentless effort. It's about the willingness to work harder than everyone else. It's about the refusal to accept anything less than your best. It's about taking every failure as a lesson, every rejection as motivation, every doubt as a reason to prove yourself. The people who win in life are the ones who refuse to back down, the ones who take it personally when someone tells them they can't, the ones who use every obstacle as fuel, the ones who show up day after day, putting in the work, pushing through the pain, refusing to quit. There will always be people who doubt you, there will always be challenges, there will always be obstacles, but none of that matters. What matters is how you respond. What matters is whether you let those things break you or build you, whether you let them defeat you or drive you, whether you take them personally and use them as fuel or let them stop you. The choice is yours. Take it personally when someone tells you that you can't. Take it personally when life knocks you down. Take it personally when the odds are stacked against you. Let it drive you, let it push you, let it make you unstoppable, because the only way to win is to refuse to quit. The only way to succeed is to outwork, outlast, and outfight everyone who doubts you. The only way to achieve greatness is to take every challenge as a personal mission to prove yourself. So the next time you face a setback, the next time you hear a no, the next time someone tells you that you can't, smile, because that's fuel, that's energy, that's another reason to push harder, to work longer, to fight stronger. That's another opportunity to prove yourself, to show the world what you're made of, to take it personally and turn it into power. You were not born to be average, you were not meant to settle, you were meant for greatness. You were meant to push boundaries, to defy expectations, to prove that anything is possible, but it won't happen by accident. It won't happen by waiting. It will only happen if you take control, if you take action, if you refuse to settle for anything less than your best. Every day is a new chance to get better. Every failure is a lesson. Every rejection is an opportunity. Every moment is a test of your will. You can choose to let it break you, or you can choose to let it fuel you. Take it personally. Use it. Let it make you relentless. Let it make you unstoppable. Let it make you the person who refuses to quit, who refuses to accept limits, who refuses to let anyone else define what's possible. Greatness is not given, it's earned. It's built through hard work, through sacrifice, through an unshakable belief in yourself. It's built by those who take every setback as a challenge, who take every doubt as motivation, who take every moment of struggle as a stepping stone. The strongest people are the ones who have been through the most, who have faced the most adversity, who have been knocked down the hardest. But they didn't stay down. They got back up. They fought harder. They refused to quit. You have that same strength inside of you. You have that same power. You just have to tap into it. You just have to believe in yourself enough to keep going, to keep pushing, to keep fighting. You have to take every obstacle personally and refuse to let it stop you. You have to take every failure personally and use it as a lesson. You have to take every doubt personally and let it make you stronger. The world is full of people who settled, people who gave up, people who let life defeat them. But you are not one of those people. You are different. You are built for more. You are meant for greatness. And the only thing standing between you and everything you've ever wanted is your willingness to fight for it. Your willingness to take every challenge as a personal mission. Your willingness to work harder, to push further, to believe deeper. So take it personally, take every doubt, every failure, every rejection, and use it. Let it drive you, let it push you, let it make you the hardest worker in the room, the most dedicated, the most relentless. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is whether you refused to quit, whether you kept going, whether you took every challenge as an opportunity, whether you proved to yourself and to the world that you are unstoppable. You have everything you need inside of you. You have the strength, the resilience, the fire. You just have to tap into it. You just have to refuse to quit. You just have to take every obstacle personally and use it as fuel, because success belongs to those who refuse to give up. Success belongs to those who take every challenge as a chance to prove themselves. Success belongs to those who take it personally and turn it into power. So don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't let anything hold you back. Take it personally and let it make you great.